Hey YouTube, it's Urgo, and today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I actually just got a new camera in the mail, and we're recording this on it right now. So I'm actually vlogging with my old camera as well to sort of get a little comparison. This is actually the very first video that this new camera has shot. The new camera is this one right here I'm pointing at you right now. It is the FDR AX53 from Sony, which does 4K, which is what I'm actually testing out right now. And my old camera, this one, which I'm looking at you guys right now, is the Sony HDR CX760, which is only HD. And the reason that I got this new one here is that I want to try starting to upload in 4K on YouTube. I was actually one of the first people to upload in HD way back in 2007 when I started on YouTube. It was actually, if you guys aren't aware, it's kind of the reason I started YouTube in the first place. I had got a HDR camera, HD camera, which was, it wasn't the one I'm using right now, but it was a precursor to this one of the original, maybe, I don't know if it was one of the original Sony HD cameras, but it definitely was back in the day. I got it because I was going on a trip to the Galapagos Islands and was like, wow, this would be a cool thing to get, an HD camera. And then I was like, oh crap, I just spent all of this money on a camera. I better find something else to do with it also to make it worth it. So that's why I started YouTube. That's really my origin to YouTube. And the very first video I did was just a test video at the office I was working at the time. But then I went to a YouTube convention in New York City. 777 was the gathering name. And that's really what got me to fall in love with YouTube. Anyway, yeah, just testing these cameras out. I guess just by looking at them, I will say that my old one, the screen is easier to see me. The new one has like a very glossy or reflective screen. It's a little harder to see, and it might be a little dimmer. I think I can up the brightness, but I mean, that's just in a out of the box setting. That's what it looks like here. The camera itself, I'm not sure on the weight, but it definitely is a bit bulkier, the new camera that is, which it's not a whole lot difference, but it's probably at least an inch longer, and I mean, all around. And it looks like just the plastic that it's made with is a bit cheaper than my older one, so those are things that I'm not really a huge fan of. But what I really wanted to test, and the reason I've been recording these both at the same time and making my arms super tired by holding two cameras up in front of my face, is I wanted to really test the steady shot. The old camera that I have has really, really good steady shot, and this new one is supposed to be good also, but it has some like new modes that only work in HD. So I wanted to just make sure that in 4K it does a good enough job. So that's why we're recording like this. Anyway, I'm going to point it out about and sort of show what is in the yard and how it looks this way too. So here's Ender in 4K and HD. Ender, come on down. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, let's get some action shots of Ender. So the other, I mean, it's not a problem because I, at the moment, put everything up on YouTube in just stereo sound, but both cameras do have surround sound, but in 4K, the new camera can only record in stereo. So it's a thing, not a horrible thing, but it is a thing. Oh, Ender. So I don't know, what do you guys think of the quality here? Is it cool? So one of the things it's supposed to have is a super zoom. It has 20x zoom also, and it's supposed to zoom slower. So I'm going to zoom in on both of them at the house at the same time here. Oh, kind of bad aiming there, but let's see. What can we zoom in on? Let's zoom in on the satellite dish. I don't even use it anymore, but it's at least the thing we can zoom in on. So the 4K, I'm holding both cameras. My arm is shaking pretty bad here on both. Looks like they're both doing a pretty good job of holding it steady unless I'm actually moving the camera. And you can see that on the 4K one, it definitely does zoom in a little bit more. The HD camera is supposed to do, I think it's 10x zoom. What do you think, Ender? You like the new camera? You're getting like dual vlogged here by one person. I wish I should have had the drone up so you could see what I look like holding these. That looks so weird, I'm sure. All right, Ender, let's go on in. Just to get a little comparison of inside also here so you can see what indoor lighting looks like also. Oops, my finger was in front of there. What do you think, Ender? Come here. Good boy. You're so confused with what's going on. I don't know, honestly, for just at least, oh, you want a treat. Yeah, no, we're not doing that right now. Honestly, for the screen itself, the old camera definitely has a nicer LCD screen on it, which I can show you there. That's what I'm looking at. And then, oh yeah, I guess I can actually show you the camera too. This is the camera. I almost dropped it. And then, yeah, this is my old one that most of my videos are filmed on. And that's my dog. So, I can't put them both in the frame at the same time, obviously. This is a camera, it's not food for you. But yeah, again, this is the old one here. Just look at it for a second. And then this is the new one here. And you can see that it definitely is a little bit bulkier. I don't know, I don't know if you can tell from the picture, but again, the construction of the material just, this is, again, the old one. Doesn't seem as good as this new one. More hollow and cheap, just what it feels like. Anyway, hopefully that was a good first test. Let's continue on with our day. So for the rest of this video, we're going to be coming to you guys exclusively in 4K. I don't know why. Anyway, we're headed into downtown Raleigh actually right now because today is the premiere of the Jungle Book movie, and I actually pre-ordered tickets a while ago, so we're headed in to see that in IMAX. Alright, so just got back from the Jungle Book movie, and my rating, it was amazing. In all seriousness though, the movie, so I don't know, how do I start with this? I grew up with the animated movie, I don't know, I know it was really old, 70s maybe, or even older, maybe 40s, I don't even know. But the original animated one, I used to watch that all the time as a little kid, and I wouldn't say it was like my absolute favorite movie by any means, but I know I definitely liked it. And they really did a good job, I think, of taking the essence of that and then turning it into something entirely new also. I'm gonna definitely have to go back and watch the original again, or I don't even know if it's the original, but you know, go back and watch that one just to, I don't know, get back into it. But there's like almost nothing bad I can really say about this movie here. The effects were phenomenal. Like, I don't even know, honestly, other than, obviously, the kid was real, obviously. But other than that, I'm really not entirely sure. There's times you can tell some things were definitely CG, but I don't know if like 100% of everything else was CG. I don't know if they used real sets and if maybe some of the animals were real. There were some that obviously, again, weren't because they did things that animals wouldn't do, but I don't know. They like did a really good job. And, you know, if you watch a movie and you can't tell what's real and not real, I call that a success, at least on effects with that. It wasn't even like it was so effecty, if that's a word, to be like, I don't know, they just annoying? You can have movies that are just too much effects. Like, actually, the Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, they did so much effects on that in the new ones that they're making now, they tried to do a lot more practical effects, it's called, which means do cool things without special effects. And anyway, in this movie, what are you doing? You're like coughing. You're in... Well, I guess he kind of fits in this because he's kind of a Jungle Book character. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the effects weren't over the top at all, and it just you felt like you were Mowgli and you're running around in the jungle, and they captured, I think, really the essence of what it would be like if this was a real situation pretty well. I guess, okay, I can think of maybe one thing that felt a little weird. Just the whole scene. I believe the snake's name is Ka, yeah, I think. Just that scene felt a little weird, but it was necessary to tell the backstory. And I know that was in the original movie, but in the book, it just felt a little slightly out of place, but that it needed to be in. If that's my only fault that I can say with it, which was like maybe 4 or 5 minute at absolute most segment out of the whole movie, that's not bad. Anyway, if you're looking for a movie to see this weekend, I highly do recommend Jungle Book. I guess it's probably appropriate for all ages. There's definitely some really strong scenes, and just be aware of that, I mean, it's a movie about living in the jungle, so it's brutal at times, but other than some of that, it's really, really good. And there's moments that, I guess the way of saying it is, you get the feels, and they did good. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up the vlog with that for the day. Well, we seem to always end with Ender. But you can see his tail wagging. Yeah, Ender's a happy dog. Yeah, anyway though, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this new 4K experience. And yeah, I mean, if you don't like it, I guess you can watch in HD still. Just click the little thing that makes it go to H. I don't even know what side it's on. But click the little thing. Anyway, it's late. I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And Ender's gonna have food every day, but we'll be back next even day. Take care. Say bye, Ender. Say bye. Yeah, no, don't lick the new camera. Thank you. I'm not gonna give you a treat. You don't need a treat all the time. Spoiled dog, huh? Good boy. Tell everyone bye. Ender, tell everyone bye. Yeah. You're just like giving me a treat.